What's up guys, it's your boy, I'm Amazing, and today we are doing a Sony Vegas tutorial because I am bored and no one's on Black Ops 2 because everyone's got Black Ops 3 and I can't afford that yet, so so we're doing a velocity tutorial for this one. Yeah, we're going to do basic velocity tutorial so what I'm going to do is show you basic syncing up and velocity syncing up and what's the difference, and we're going to sync up some cinematics as well along with it and some stuff that you could add that makes your edit look better. And yeah, I think I might do this for a while because until I get Black Ops 3, until everything's like back up and running, but I have no videos to do at the moment, so why not do a velocity one? So first thing you want to do, obviously, if you're not aware of Sony Vegas and you don't know what's going on, we're doing this one for more likely beginners as well, so if you want to be a beginner anyway. So first thing I want to do is make sure that your project settings always on 60 FPS, which is 59.9440 and double and TSC, which is just basically makes your whole project 60 frames per second, which is what you need for velocity syncing, and I recommend it. On anything 60 or above is great, anything below 60 is horrible. Don't recommend using it at all. So anyway, so first thing I want to make sure is your preview is on half. You don't want to make your preview at best or full unless you have a really good computer and can sort out projects very well. Anyway, first thing I want to do is go up to File, Open, and get yourself a clip that you're going to edit. My one should be down here. Don't get as messy as I am because I just know a way around my laptop, but if you don't know anywhere or any place around your laptop, then I don't recommend. I recommend being very organized, but I'm not organized at all. So anyway, alright, so as you can see, it's 60 FPS. This clip is, it's very nice clip. Let's check this out. Let's just take a look at the clip. Alright, probably won't take too long. Let's just go through here. No, not on that. Alright, I think the clip comes up here. Alright, that's a very nice shot. 60 FPS makes it look so much cleaner as well with the nice flow. So what we want to do is kind of like split around here. If you want to split something, just press S on the keyboard. And you want to delete the rest of the clip. Make sure you have disabled resample. That's always the main thing to do. So right click on your clip, go down switches and disable resample if you don't have to do that. Alright, so first thing I want to do is bring in the music, I guess. Yeah, some music. So first thing, you can right click on this side and then just click add insert audio clip, and you should get an extra audio clip on the bottom. Go up to files and press open again and get a song. If you don't have a song, get one off YouTube or whatever your source of songs is, but I already have my one right here. I'll link this song in the description if you want it as well. Yeah, the Weeknd Wanderlust Starships remix. Alright, so now that we have our clip in and you have your music in, what you want to do is you find a beat where you can hit the shot. Alright, so if you can hear the song well as I can, you can know that there is a beat right here that's like a nice bass right. And the beat is right around there. So what you want to do is you want to press M on that, and that just puts a marker right there, and that's when you know that the beat drops. First basic thing, this is just basic syncing, so this will be very easy and very fast. And then now what you want to do is you want to see where you hit the shot. So what you want to do is you want to play around and look where to see where the muzzle shot is. So here's the area and then the kill cam, and there's the muzzle shot. We think there's one before that. Alright, here. So then you want to do is that perfect? Let me make sure that's perfect. That's near perfect, but just to make sure, we're gonna press S on the keyboard and bring this all the way over here. Delete the rest of this and extend this one by right clicking and holding onto it and extending it. Extend it a bit more, obviously. Is that good enough? No, it's not good enough. Is that good enough? That should be good enough, yeah. So now that's basically syncing it up, and you want to cut it off after like the kill cam. So just There's the kill cam right there. Beautiful. You want to split there using S and get rid of that. And now that's just basically, is that gone? That should be gone. Yeah. Now what you want to do is double tap on the clip and see if it's perfectly synced. So Shift and B is to how to pre-render. And it only rendered that much. I don't know why. Let's put this down to auto. Beautiful. And there we go. That's all you want to see. Perfectly synced. That's perfectly synced. Alright, so there we go. That's the first part to every single thing you need to know is basic syncing to a shot. Alright? Nothing much to it. Now it's just down to velocity. Alright? So a lot of people are scared of what velocity is, especially when you're not used to it or you're new to it. But in my opinion, it's very easy as long as you get to it. And if you're creative, if you're like the creative type, you can mess around with velocity a lot, and you can make very nice flows and like synced up very well. But if you don't understand velocity at all, like, I'm just going to give you two methods, and if you just do them as step by step, you'll make a nice flow. So anyway, there's basic. If you want to go creative in any way, there's a few rules that you need to know. Basically, for every start of a beat, you need to go from high to low, never go from low to high, and that's my recommendation. I don't expect anyone to do different, like, because if you want to be like, you don't want to go from, well, let's add a bit of velocity here now. If you want to go, let's make sure if we had a beat right here, you don't want to go from so again 59 all the way up to 883. It's just no good. And what you want to do is more like from 160 maybe down to 79. Like, it's just basic basic going up and down and just checking out the numbers in general. Oh flip, I have a cold. Anyway, what you want to do is there's basic stuff as well along with, you never ever go under 45. I recommend 50 is the lowest you should go, or 45 if you're edging on it. And make sure all of your clips are 60 FPS or it does not flow well at all. And yeah, that's basically it, and I'll show you more along the way as we keep going. Anyway, so first thing I want to do is make more beats so we can listen to the song more. So listen to this. Now, what's good about this is that this beats are very repetitive and you can kind of go along with the song, so I'll explain to you right now. So when first beats hits, you kind of get like dun 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 dun. So I think you can press M along those keys, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'll show you how to do that. Right, so can you hear that? Yeah, so I'll do it one more time, just right. Dun 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 dun. So all of those beats, all you're just going to do is press M along with the beat. So all you have to do is make sure that you know the beat, and it'll be very good. So I'll just explain to you right here. Dun, 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 dun. And let's see if those are perfect. Just play it through and then make sure the beats are okay. Those beats are perfect, and that's the recommendation. If you don't know how to, if you don't want to do it that way, all you gotta do is see where the spike is. Kind of spikes up here, but I kind of got a bit off. Spikes up here, and then that's where you can put in your marker and just pressing M. That's basically it. Alright, so now we're just going to go into basic velocity, and this should not be difficult at all, and I hope none of you find it difficult. So for the start one, there's not really method to it. I guess you have to figure out the best way. So what I recommend is always double tapping. To make a box, one of these little boxes, all you have to do is double tap on the marker, or double tap on the velocity anyway. And I recommend going back 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then going in again and making another box. So, and I recommend putting it down to, so we're gonna set this to a nice 70%. And what else you can do is add fades. Now I recommend from fast to slow fades, never slow to fast. Maybe fast to smooth on the occasions, whether it looks nice or not, but never slow to fast. That's one thing you should never do, in my opinion. So we're gonna do fast to slow fade, or is it slow fast? Yes, fast to slow fade. I'm going crazy if I get this wrong. So yeah, bring that down to a nice a nice 70, but this would also off sync that one, so we're gonna have to speed this up a bit. So we're gonna set this to a nice 150. That's not enough as well. So set this to a nice 200. Alright, so clearly that's not working out for us as much as we wanted to, so we're gonna have to phone's coming up. We have to set this one up a bit more, so let's set this up to 150 as well. Alright, there we go. What am I doing with this? Alright, so basically at the moment we've gone a bit too far, so let's see how much frames we're off by. Off by a good bit of frames, so let's bring this down to a nice 150 again. Set this to 150. Still. So let's bring this down, I guess. 125. That's a bit too much. Set this down to 130. Kind of getting there. Oh, we're just like one frame away. So that's 130. Let's make this 132. 132. Beautiful. That's straight on the. Alright, so that's basically it. That's basically it for the first one. You're just gonna have to kind of follow creative method, go from high to low, back up to high, basic. But when you get into these repetitive beats, there's just a method that you can always use. I'm gonna show you two of them, and you can pick one of them if you want. But I'll show you my favorite at the moment, which looks very nice. What you want to do is you want to double tap in the middle, bring this down to a nice 50, and double tap at the end of the beat, and bring this up to 200. That one should be 200 as well, but for this one, because it's the start of the clip, you're going to have to keep it at 150. At the moment, we're going to go fast fade as always, and at the last part, we're going to go slow fade. And that should be the basic sync that you want in general. So we're just going to keep doing that for all of them, like up to here. Just make all these beats at the end, and bring this down to 50. Make it be in the middle. Bring this down to 50. Make sure you always put fast. Oh, not linear. You always put fast, slow fade, fast to slow. Now that's just a basic one that I would use, but there is not a better method, but you could also use this method. So let's delete this one. Alright, so if you want to bring these up to, you want to bring them up to 300. And then you want to make a line like a quarter of the way in, and a quarter, and then 3/4 of the way in as well. And you want to bring these down to 50 as well. Make this sure it's a slow, and this is always a fast. And that is the second method. You could use both of these, but at the moment I'm going to use my favorite. And we're going to go all the way back into the middle. Make that a 50. Make you a 200. And make you a 200. So that's basically all you have to do, and I recommend doing this. How much beats are we in now? I recommend doing this for like one beat, because this is a very fast paced song. So let's take a look at this right now. So shift B again, obviously. Alright, so let's listen to this. Alright, so I don't think we need this last part right here, so I guess we'll get rid of it. And since it's a very fast beat song, all you need is the 2 beats at start, and now we're going to do a cinematic now. Push this rest of the clip to a side, and now we're going to do a cinematic now. If you don't have a cinematic and you can't record one off, if you don't have a game recorder, I recommend getting one off the internet. There's loads. I will link one in the description, one of my favorite ones. Anyway, I have one right here, and I'll show you right now. It's not here. And since this is takeoff, we're going to use a takeoff cinematic. Where is this? I have a very nice one here. Oh, there we go. Here's a very nice one, and we're just going to open this one up. And this is, there's basic kind of rules for well, I guess my favorite, right? So what you want to do is you want to find start off something where it looks very nice. I think that rock in the air, kind of right there, looks very nice. So we're just going to split start at that one, and we're going to use 2 beats since it's a very fast-paced song. If it was a slow-paced song, I'd recommend 1 beat, but this is a very fast-paced song, so we're just going to use 2 beats. So we're going to go from 3 to 6 is where we're going to use it, but we need to figure out where we're going to stop it. So I don't want to stop it at 6. I don't want to stop it at 5 because that's not a nice way to end it off at. I think that's very nice right there when he's in the air like that. So we're going to split right there using S. And this is what you want to do. You want to press Control and hold it and drag it all the way back into 5. Right there. And that will just make it faster because most cinematics are very slow. So this is the best way, just to speed it up and make it look very nice in the flow, especially for a fast-paced song. You need this. So we're obviously going to disable resample as always. Switches, go down to disable resample, and no. And do you want to go to velocity? And there's a basic. This is the only recommendation or method I would use for cinematics. If you want to try different ones, I recommend just go ahead. I play around with it if you want to, but this is my favorite one. So we're doing the same thing. We're adding 1 to the middle and 1 to at the end of every beat. Ooh, no. And this one you want to bring it up to 300, and middle one up to 300. And you want to bring this one down to 50. And this one down to 50. And you want to bring this one up to fast fade, slow fade, fast fade, and slow fade. And that is the basic method I would use. Very fast, very simple. And let's just check it out. Let's see if it looks nice. Alright, let's check it out. That looks very nice. The flow is very well done. So we're gonna go in. It flowed very well. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the kill cam. Before we add the kill cam, we want to pan and crop flow this started one. So how we're gonna do that is what you want to do is you want to split on every marker. And this is what you want to do. This is the best flow or recommendation I have for you. So you want to go to Vent Pan and Crop. Just click on that one right there. And you want to go to the start of the clip. And you want to just zoom in just tiny bit. Just make sure you have both of them. Make sure you have both of these clicked on, because then it won't work properly. So, but just zoom in a tiny bit. And there. And you want to put this onto fast. And you just want to double tap at the end, and you want to go in a quarter of the way in, double tap on that, restore, and you want to make this slow. So fast, slow, fast. Alright, and what I recommend doing is make sure you have copied this one, because we're going to be using it for a long while. That's the basic way of doing it. Alright, so then we're just going to keep doing that for the other ones. So paste them, go to the end, double tap at the end, and then go a quarter of the way in, restore, and put this on slow. There we go. Let's see if it looks better now. And we will... That looks very nice, and it just adds so much more flow to the thing, in my opinion, and just syncs so much better. Alright, so now we're just going to do the kill cam, and this one is basic to the other ones, nothing different at all, so we're just going to do that very fast. So what you want to do is, obviously, this is all the way up to 200, so it's not going to... So let's just set this to a normal velocity. So we want to know where he hits the shot. And right. There we go, that's perfect. You want to split there, And you want to listen to where you want to hit the last shot, so let's listen to this. Alright, so let me listen to that one time. I kind of want to hit it at 7 or 8. Let me take a listen. Alright, I'm saying 8 because 7 is a bit too close or early, so let's go to 8, and we're just going to put it at 8. And we're just going to stretch this out to the end. Perfect. So, from now, we're going to do basic stuff as we did last time. But for this one, what you want to do is you want to fast forward it, I guess. So what you want to do is control, bring it in, and just because kill cam is very, how you can say, slow mode, so it just makes it faster. So obviously at 8 it's not synced up properly again, so all you have to do is sync it up. There we go, and then go to the end and bring it in out a small bit. There we go. So now basic velocity again. Double tap at the end and do the same ones we just did. Just get a split there, we don't need the rest of that. Perfect. Okay. Let's zoom in on this part. Ooh, I'm running out of battery. Alright, it's just not charging, so we're just gonna have to make this video very fast. Head again up to 200. 200. Take the middle and make that up to 50. Beautiful, let's do that for the rest of them.
Last night, this is beyond belief that we keep falling for the lure of liquid confidence and lies, and we skydive from walls we built, dying just to feel alive.
Alright, so there we go, that's basically it. So now what you want to do is obviously go to the pan and crop, as we've always done. Make sure that 8 is always velocity synced, so it's perfectly velocity synced. So let's just do this part now.
If all we have is time, then we'll be alright. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. We're running on fumes, but we'll make it through tonight. It's not love, but it's better than dreaming.
Okay, so there we go. This has all been... Wait, let's make sure this is... yeah, disables reset. So, this has all been velocity synced, and and this should look very nice. Let's just make sure it looks very nice. Shift B. That's not what I want done. Now, that looks very nice, but what I want to do is add a gun sound. Now, this is not a proper gun sound tutorial. I'll do a better one, but this just for the video tutorial, or for tutorial purposes. We're just gonna add two DSR gun sounds, but you can't hear them in the video because just absolute low sound quality on my when I recorded Elgato. So let me see if I have any clips here. That will... I should have clips here. Clips. PO2 clip. I don't care about your new video. So we're just gonna... If you don't have clip sounds, all you can do is go onto someone's shot and then you can get them. And this basically here, this is where... That's where he hits the shot. So, we're gonna S here. We're just gonna delete the rest of this. And if you want to split the clip from the video, all you press is U and get rid of that. That's all we're doing for now. We're just gonna add them to the shots. One shot is right here, and the other shot is at 8. So all you gotta do is copy, control, hold on it, press control, and drag it all the way to 8. Perfect. Let's see if this looks any better. Should look a lot better. Beautiful. Shift B. that looks good enough. This is not a proper sound tutorial, so don't worry about that. I'll do a better one next time. But that is basically how to sync velocity and do all this crazy stuff. What I recommend as well is adding a bit of Gaussian blur and radial blur at start. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do this, but you can do the rest of it. I'll explain to you anyway. First, add radial blur. I kind of like adding radial blur at start of most edits. I don't know why. It's a habit of mine. So radial blur, just get any default one and add it to the start. You just want to make it kind of around there. Hold on to the animated, click on the animated button. You want to go quarter of the way in and bring it back down to 0. Shouldn't be that difficult, and just look like that. That's what it would look like. And for every single shot, I recommend adding a bit of Gaussian blur. These are just basic effects. If you want to add them, oh yeah, otherwise we're gonna have to. Let me just get rid of this thing. There you go. Alright, so what you want to do is I have my basic one that's called just blur snitch, and it's just my default one, and you can take this down. It's none really. All you have to do is put your horizontal one up to 200, click on animate, go quarter of the way in, and bring it back to 0. Do that for all of them, and then you should get your final what could I say? Your final thing. Your final thing. This is what I do. Blur snitch again. Click on animate, go quarter of the way in, bring it back down, and then that should be it. Alright, so that is basically it. All the effects you want to use in this one, it's basic effects. I'm going to do better effects, like more like clear effects that you could use. These are just small basic ones that you could add to your edit that would make it look nicer. Basic velocity syncing tutorial and just basic syncing in general. So yeah, I don't know, I'll do more of this. I'll do one on sniping next. This one's just for trick shotting. I don't recommend for anything else. And cinematics, use the cinematics one for all types of cinematics you get. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you have not. And as always, stay with my friends. See you guys next time. Peace.